Hey guys, let's talk about technical errors. This is one of the 3 buckets that I can impact in terms of my rowing performance as well as rowing injury rates. Now, if I'm going to talk about improving technique, I need to talk about how I learn most naturally and most efficiently. So we'll start with the developmental sequence. This is a process that we go through naturally, and it develops our stability and our strength in a step-by-step process. First, it starts with the eyes. So eyes drive motion. So first I start looking around. Eventually I need to look further, so I start turning my head. And then I want to reach for something, so I start rolling. And then eventually I make it to my feet. Eventually I'm running, and then eventually I'm rowing. What I want you guys to know about this sequence is that first, eyes drive the motion, so it starts with the eyes. I want you to recognize that it's a step-by-step process. And then I also want you to understand that it's a long, slow process. So it takes 9+ months for you to take your first step. Now, how does this apply to the way that we learn? So if we talk about the way we learn cursive, we don't just start scribbling our name really quickly. We go through a process very similar to the developmental sequence. So first it starts with our eyes. We watch our teacher, and we watch intently, and we try to replicate what they do. We chunk it down in a step-by-step process. So we start with the letter A, we repeat it until we get that down, and we go slowly before we go fast. Now when we get to the rowing stroke, we can take these same 3 principles. So starting with the eyes. First we need to watch our coach, and we need to watch good rowing video to try to ingrain a really high quality stroke on our brain. We want to watch the details so much that we end up stamping that quality rowing stroke on our brain. And this is going to help us replicate this stroke as we move forward. And then of course you want to start piece by piece. So you want to break it down, you want to make it into steps. There's a reason why we have drills. There's a reason why drills work, because it breaks it down. You can work on one sequence before you build into the big picture. And then of course, don't forget to go slow. Okay, no one learns how to row at a rate 32. You have to start at a rate 16 to learn a rate 32. Don't be afraid to go slow. And then of course I have to tell you that we can do all of these steps, and if we don't have the prerequisites in terms of movement and strength, we simply will not have the ability to do it properly. So understand that my movement and strength deficits may also affect my technical error bucket.